This slides right into Journey to Excellence. I'm going to be quick, I promise. We've been here for far too long. Who here does not know about Journey to Excellence? Okay, so I'm preaching to most of the choir. Journey to Excellence is a scorecard. It's a report card. Used to be called the Quality Unit Award. Rob and I were talking about this. The volume of jokes when you're a Boy Scout, 12 years old, and you have a patch that says Quality Unit, it's endless. It was renamed, said the Centennial Quality Unit Award, and finally they kind of revamped it, revised it, and now it's the Journey to Excellence. It's a really good thing. It's part of Recharter. It's a self-evaluation, sort of an annual report card that we do independently, and we feed that forward to our district. We should be using this to determine what areas our unit is doing well in and what areas we can have room for improvement and kind of focus on what we can improve on. They're slightly different every year. The scorecards should be over there. I made 20 copies. Last year there were 13 goals. This year there's 11. So they change it a little bit every year. Be aware of that. Part of the recharting process. And the score, by the way, is measured from calendar year, not program year. January 1st to December 31st. There's 11 goals this year.
Programs are year-round, though, aren't they, Mike?
I'm sorry?
Programs are year-round, aren't they?
Of course.
Okay.
We're doing a rocketry day in 2 days, so yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
They have to be with a new book.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because who wants to camp in January?
I know. So this is a quick list of the goals. You can see everything. Most of these are adult-focused goals, have a budget, do recruiting, advancement, outdoor activities, service projects. Again, submit those service projects because I believe it's 3 or 4 and you're at gold status. You're good to go. Some of these are not as daunting as you would think. Encourage and prioritize rank advancement. Most of us already do that. Record your service project hours. Get those scouts to camp. If you get your scouts to camp, you get lots of points. Get your leaders trained. Have leaders registered. If you have a scout master or cub master or whatever that's not registered, you got problems. Have pack activities during the summer so you can earn the National Summertime Award. We talked about this back in March or February. It's an easy one to earn. Just have at least one activity every month during the summer that your Cub Scouts will come to and have some fun. Connect with troops. There's some pack troop connection things in there. Do those recruitment things and annual planning. If you don't have a calendar for next year, now is the time to do it. Do you want to say anything about that? Or is
I just want to put in the hot sheet as well. Same
okay.
thing. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have a calendar, that's a 12-month calendar,
yes.
not a 6-month, a 12-month calendar. You better get on it.
Light the fire.
Because the new parent coming in wants to know what you're
what are we doing,
how organized you are.
Yep.
That's right.
My personal opinion is it's really best to do that in mid-spring and have that ready to go so that when you have new scouts for spring recruitment or fall recruitment or whatever, you say, here's what we're doing for the next 12 months. Join us. Yes?
Well, we have a super duper mom that's on the committee who actually managed to go through and get from the Weeblos book, the Bear Book, and Wolf book, she read them all and got the activities together like you were trying to do.
Okay, right.
So we have our.
I want to talk to this person.
So she sends out a file of what each requirement is for each month. And it doesn't always match. There's a problem.
Yeah.
But she gets like solutions on which
nice.
month we need to do together. So
that's excellent.
that was actually a really nice thing, and I'm sure she'd be willing to share.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
On the new stuff.
On the new stuff.
Yeah.
She went through every book and
Here's my message. Why does Journey to Excellence matter? The first one is really more, I hear this happens with troops, where you have people in the know who have Webelos that are going to cross over, and they'll go to the Scoutmaster and say, hey, how'd you do for Journey to Excellence last year? It's kind of their litmus test. No, we didn't. We're not even wearing the patch, you know. They got that gold patch on. You know they're on top of things. It doesn't happen as much with Cub Scouts. We tend to recruit people that, on the whole, have a tendency to be new to scouting. But you might have that happen. You might have somebody come in that knows what they're talking about and ask, where's your Journey to Excellence patch? You never know. Primarily adults earn the award, but everybody gets to wear the patch. Cub Scouts, adult leaders, anybody who's registered. And I like to hand it out to everybody at Blue and Gold. I kind of stumped the shop last year early and harassed Brian for my ribbon. It shouldn't be a chore. It should be fun, it should be goal-oriented. Everybody should pitch in a little bit and have something that they're going to be in charge of and drive. And every once in a while at a committee meeting, you should check in and say, how are we doing on these things? And that's it. It doesn't have to be a huge harassment.
I have ribbons here if you want.
You probably have. It also ties into Scouter Award. We talked about the Scouters Training Award in January. We talked about Cub Masters Key in March. Each of these has Journey to Excellence requirements. And if your pack is not earning Journey to Excellence, you potentially are doing a disservice to a Scouter who would like to earn an award. I like awards. Enable them. Here's some resources. All the scorecards, if you're curious, troop scorecards, district and council, they're all a little bit different. You can see how it all rolls up. But we should be focused, of course, on our pack. And they have a national site. It's great. It gives you all the answers. And they come out with a new scorecard. I think it's right around November for the next year. So be aware that they might change for future years, for 2016. That's my pitch. I'm sorry we went so late. We talked about the interpreter script, the amateur radio operator script. The mosquito cheer was fun. And we did service projects and Journey to Excellence. A couple more slides. Training, September 12th. If you have a Scouter who's not trained, that's a great one to go. Margaret does a great job. Also, for traditional units, if you're going camping, you need at least one, preferably 2 or 3 adult leaders to be Baloo trained. They're offering Baloo. Bob Arneson does a fantastic job. Send somebody. Put University of Scouting on your list. Saturday, November 7th. Next month, we're going to talk about fall recruitment kickoff. Send your Cub Master, send your committee chair, send your membership recruitment chair. We're going to have a big extravaganza after the Burger Burn. We're going to talk about all those great things. There was a request made last month that we talk a little bit about the theme. There's a rolling theme, and we're going as Cub Scouts into using the Scout Law now. So next month we're going to talk a little bit about how to integrate for September. The theme is clean. The Scout is clean but not afraid to get dirty and all that
Kind of hard,
stuff.
I'll admit.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking I'm going to
There-
camp 3 days. Bring bags.
It's not just about showers. And then we'll talk about the Messengers piece. I mentioned we'll be doing that. So check us out on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel now, and Twitter, and a website. Those links will be all available to you. And finally, I have a handout in the back. If you have something that you would like to see us start doing, or stop doing, or continue doing, I'd love your feedback. Help me out. I want to serve you better. What do you want to see? Those handouts are in the back, and just go ahead and leave if you fill something out on the table, or take a handout and bring it back next month if you don't have any ideas right this instant. Beyond that, thank you for being here. Have a great evening. Really appreciate it. I'll be here to chat if you want to.